Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing good today. Please continue to tune in to my channel for more good traditional food recipes. Today I am sharing with you a recipe on how to make mashed potatoes with tomato. Today's recipe is a little bit closer to my heart because it's a recipe that my father loves. One other thing I want to tell you before we start, as we grow up, we find ourselves having to relocate far from home, and we obviously miss home, for work or for school. But when you make these kind of recipes in your kitchen, I'm telling you, you will feel better. So let's start. For today's cooking lesson, we'll be using the following ingredients. 5 potatoes, but this is only because I am cooking for many people. If you're cooking for yourself, you can just choose to use 2 potatoes. 1 spoon of salt. This also depends on how much you love your salt, but I would prefer 1 spoon. 1 spoon of cooking oil and 2 cups of water. So when you're cooking this, you will have to cook your mashed potatoes aside and your gravy aside before you mix them together. So to do this, you will need 5 onions. Again, this is only because my onions are very small. If they were big, I would have just chosen to use 2. You will need 3 tomatoes, 2 tablespoons of sugar, 1 spoon of salt, and 3 tablespoons of oil. So guys, I highly advise that after peeling your potatoes, you chop them into very, very small pieces. This should help you cook them even faster. So this is how small. As I'm sharing this recipe with you guys, it just came to my mind that, living under poverty, sometimes it will just make you realize skills about yourself that you never even knew you had. So a short story about this recipe that I'm sharing with you. So back home, when I was still growing up, we used to plow and produce our own food. So the main reason was the issue of affordability, so we would just plant our own food instead. So during harvesting time for potatoes, we would harvest and sell some and, consume some for ourselves. Then we would have like a lot of potatoes, such that we even ran out of recipes, on how to cook them and make them taste good. So this one time, we saw our sister doing a mashed potato, and then she was like doing the tomato gravy from a side. So we were just watching. And then at the end, we saw her mixing the whole thing up. Like really, we did not trust that the food that she was making was gonna taste any good, because it was like something we weren't used to. Then it was time to eat. Mashed potato was really, really good, and I decided from that day onward that I'm never letting go of this recipe because wow, it's good. It is really good. And guys, I really love potatoes, hey? So I'd love you guys as well to share with me down below, like in the comments, if you've ever, like, in your life tried to play around with a recipe for food and actually found yourself, you know, surprisingly doing it good. Okay, our next step now is to add 2 cups of water. Okay, switch your stove to 6. I think we're gonna have to wipe it a bit. It's been 10 minutes already and our pot is boiling, but nowhere near to readily cooked. So we're gonna give it for a few more minutes. So you switch your stove to 6 again, but you can switch it to 5 if you don't want it to burn. Okay, our onion is now ready. We can now add our tomato. It looks a little bit brown, but not burned. So we've added our tomato with the onion. We're then going to leave it for a few minutes, 2 minutes or so, and then add the ingredients, the rest of the ingredients. It's been 2 minutes already. We add our salt, sugar, and oil. Oh, we've already added the oil. Remember the sugar was just 2 tablespoons. So I'm gonna taste it and see if it tastes good, but if it still needs more sugar, then I will add it. But I think 2 tablespoons should be enough. So for color and extra taste, you can add your tomato sauce. Then leave it in the stove for 5 more minutes. Okay, it's been almost 20 minutes since I've left my potatoes, and it seems like they are burning. So I'm just gonna mash them up. Okay guys, that's it for today, and I hope you know that I find pleasure in sharing with you my food recipes. I hope you also enjoy watching my channels, and if you have tried any of my food recipes, please do not forget to comment down below and tell us how it went. And if you'd also like to try some of the food recipes that I have shared with you, you can also say something. Also, for our new viewers, please guys, do not forget to subscribe down below. Please like, please comment and share with your loved ones, and thank you so much. Bye.